Hello guys, and we have here a very interesting video. We have here how to side against the Burning Abyss. Yes, Burning Abyss took the ARG, they beat Clifford's, and so I have here a video on Burning Abyss because they are now going to be a really big deck. Be it on that duel, just talking about the ARG finals, I feel like the Burning Abyss, not the Burning Abyss, the Clifford player wasn't playing an optimal Clifford deck. He wasn't even running Shell, who is pretty much one of the big beaters of the deck, who can easily go for games many times, or he wasn't even running Killer, which probably would have given him a lot of advantage. So if you're running Cliffords, I suggest having maining one Killer and maybe, or Towers is what it is now called, and maybe having more in your side deck. And so we shall just go right in. Any other decks, we should just go right in. We have here a whole bunch of cards meant to stop and hurt their grave, and so we have the 3 floodgate cards, which is Macrocosmos, D-Fissure, and Soul Drain. Those cards will hurt pretty much any deck at the meta right now. If you're playing a deck, the only deck that I think can really use any of these guys would be I'd say Shaddoll Knights. Shaddoll Knights can get away with D-Fissure and Soul Drain real easily. I'd say its macro is what would hurt them. Yet seeing how XZ materials do not get banished by D-Fissure, I think Shaddoll Knights could get away with running D-Fissure. And then we have Shadow Imprisoning Mirror that works just as well as Soul Drain. In fact, it's probably better. Then we have Majesty's Fiend. This card is really great because it would stop all of their effects, so that's really good. DD Crow and Skullmaster, and then Soul Release can all be great to just get rid of their graveyard and make it so they can't use their graves effects also. And then the other thing that makes the deck so good is it has a whole bunch of back row, and with Fire Lake out, it can be really nasty. So in my Shaddoll side deck, I do have 3 Royal Decrees already there, so that is very, very good. It works well against both the Shaddoll Knights and Burning Abyss now. That's great. I do main one denko Sekka with another denko Sekka in the side. This card's really good also, because now they can't even use the card effect if they wanted to. So with Royal Decree, they could chain a Fire Lake to it and then blow up your Royal Decree. But with denko Sekka, they can't activate it. The only problem is that Dante gets over denko Sekka, and so does Virgil. And then we also have some traps and Forbidden Lances if you're still afraid of their traps. And then for their summons and XZ summons, we have Chaos Trap Hole if you want to run that. Chain Disappearance could be very annoying for them. They like to Synchro and XZ summon, so a Black Horn of Heaven wouldn't be that bad. Then the Vanity cards can be really good here. Everybody's already running Emptiness, so if you're not, if you don't want to main it for whatever reason, probably have it inside. Vanity's Fiend can also be very good because it can last longer than Vanity's Emptiness, and if you can get out a powerful monster with it, it can pretty much be game. And if you're running Cliffords, because this is the only meta deck that can pull them out, you could run Vanity's Ruler. And then with their XZ summon, this is probably going to be the card that I'm going to use. It would be Flying Sea. You can just pop it down, and this card actually hurts them very well, because now they cannot summon any of their Burning Abyss monsters, except through 2 again. And so that means because all their Burning Abyss monsters would be destroyed, and now they can't XZ summon also, so that can really hurt them. And then there's also Stygian Dirge and Mischief of Yokai, which can make them lose a level or 2, so that can be very useful to stopping their XZ summons. But Flying Sea is probably going to be the most popular card people will use. And so for me personally, for my Shaddoll side deck, I do run Soul Release, Royal Decrees, denko Sekkas, and then I'm probably going to try to find room for Flying Seas, and then I do main a Vanity Fiend in my deck for Shaddoll. So that is just how I am going to be playing that. There is a lot of really powerful decks this format. I'm really liking that, how there can be all these different decks. There's Shaddoll, the Shaddoll Knights, Burning Abyss, Cliffords, even Yang Zings. There's going to be Knee-Cloth, and maybe even Hermit Yokai could be a big deck. So it's all very interesting how these decks will do against each other. So I could very well agree with people running 3 Prohibitions in their decks, just because it would work against a lot of different decks and it would do very well. So Prohibition is a card that you could put in your side deck. Just be careful that if you're running a meta deck, this card's absolutely dead in the mirror match, because more than likely it's going to be very awkward. You're going to have to activate, like if I were to run this in my Shaddoll side deck, I'd have to activate Shaddoll Fusion, then call Shaddoll Fusion, and that could cause problems for both me and my opponent. And so this is the side deck cards that I could find and come up with. Again, it's just hurting their grave, hurting their back row, or hurting their summons. That's all you need to do. There's 3 key parts of a Burning Abyss deck, or how they play. And so yeah, tell me what you guys think. Post any cards that you like. Just let's continue this discussion. I mean, the Ceasefire could be decent in the deck, because the deck can get out on multiple monsters, so you could use it to do some burn damage to them. Those does a lot of cards, be it as far as either hurting them or making sure that your plays go through. I would just say that these guys cover it for the most part. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, what other cards you might side against them, and yeah. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos over here with the Burning Abyss monsters, and the links in the descriptions, including the Swagbucks link, so that can help get these cards for you. So if you're ever missing any side deck card, Swagbucks can get it for you if you just put in the time. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Hey, if you could click on the links on the annotation to see the duel with this deck or some of my other videos, that would really help. And check out the links in the description to watch some of me and my friends' videos, and even something that could help make this deck a reality for you. See you guys later. Bye.